Hey, it's Gino here from Real Everyday English. Join me in this week's lesson when I teach you some of the main phrasal verbs using the word stick. Let's do this. Happy Sunday, welcome back to the channel. So, I'm going to teach you some of the main phrasal verbs using the word stick. But before we start that, let's explain what the word stick actually means. And the truth is that it has lots of different meanings, and I think I'm going to tackle that in a different video because it really is a useful word. But the main uses are a long thin piece of wood which has fallen or been cut from a tree. So this is a stick. Okay. We also use it to describe a long thin piece of something. So for example, a stick of dynamite or a stick of chewing gum. We can also use it as a verb, and the first one I can think of as a verb is to push a sharp object into something. So for example, see this tomato and this knife? I am sticking the knife into the tomato. And the next use I can think of it as a verb is to fix something in place, usually using something that has adhesive on it. So for example, this sellotape, it has adhesive on the back of it, but I can stick the sellotape to my head and it remains in place. So the sellotape is now stuck to my head. Okay, so let's get on with the phrasals. So the first one is to stick around. And this means to remain or stay in a place for a period of time. So for example, if I am waiting for my friend and he hasn't turned up and he's late, I'm looking at my watch thinking he's late, I could say something like, he's late, but I'm going to stick around for 5 more minutes to see if he comes. I'm going to stick around for 5 more minutes. The next one is to stick at. And stick at means to continue doing something even when it is hard. So for example, when I first started learning Spanish, I found it really difficult, but I stuck at it and now I can speak very well. Okay, another phrasal with the word stick is to stick by. And the meaning of this one is to support someone when they are having difficulties. So to give you an example sentence, John could always depend on his wife to stick by him even when times were hard. And the next one is the phrasal verb to stick out, which means to be easily noticeable. So for example, if there are 100 people in a room and they all have black coats on, black jackets, and there is one person who has an orange jacket on, the guy with the orange jacket will stick out. And you'll often hear the phrase, especially in England, stick out like a sore thumb, because a sore thumb sticks out apparently. But that's what it means, is to be easily noticeable. And you'll often hear like a sore thumb after it. Number 5 this week is to stick together. Stick together. And this basically means to support each other. So for example, in my day job at the moment, we are facing a hard time due to the coronavirus, and a lot of factories are beginning to close because the government has advised people who can work from home to work from home, but we can't work from home because it's a production line. And we have to stick together to get through the hard times. So we're all supporting each other, sticking together, making a team and making it work. Another phrasal with the word stick is to stick up for. And to stick up for means to defend, basically. And you can stick up for yourself. So for example, if a little kid, a little child has just started a new school and some bullies or something are trying to pick on him, then another child might say, you need to stick up for yourself. Or the the child's parents might say, you need to stick up for yourself, and it means to defend yourself. You can also stick up for other people. So for example, one thing that my parents used to say to me and my brother when we was children is, you need to stick up for each other because you're brothers, and it means you need to defend each other. Don't forget to share this video far and wide. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoy making it. See you lovely people in the next video. Bye bye for now. Ciao.